Do you need a couple of quick tips of how you can manage stress when you're feeling overwhelmed? That is exactly what we're going to look at in this video today. My name is Julia Arndt and I'm a stress and mindfulness trainer, personal development coach and keynote speaker, and you are finding yourself on my YouTube channel right now, where I am teaching people of how to better manage stress and take care of their mental health. I would love if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to receive regular content about how to manage stress, and you will receive notifications if you hit that little bell that is next to the subscribe button. And I'm releasing new content, new videos every Monday and every Friday. And I hope to really see you again on the channel after this video as well. So let's dive into the question, what can you do when you're feeling stressed? Usually what I say to my clients and to all of the people that I'm working with is do something that you love to do and practice self-care. Self-care is a huge word when we're talking about stress management, but yet sometimes you don't know what to do because maybe you haven't taken time for yourself in a really long time. You haven't practiced self-care. So I tell you that you should be doing something that you love, and you have no idea what you love. So let's dive into a couple of examples that you can do in order to manage stress. And what I want you to think about is also things that you have been dreaming about doing. And sometimes it is really important to just test things out and to have fun with it, because this is what it is all about. It is important that you are having fun in the process and that you're doing something that is really refreshing you. So one of the things that I love to do, and this is like the most important tool for me when managing stress, is to journal. So there's two options and two tips for you that I want to give you today. The first tip is to write down 10 things in the moment when you're feeling stressed that you feel grateful for. Because so often in stressful situations, we are forgetting about all of the beautiful things that are happening in our life right now. We are forgetting about all of the advantages that we have living in the Western world. So it's really important that you're just become aware of what is happening and that you're starting to be grateful for that. Or another way how you can use journaling is to just write down for 5 minutes all of the things that are on your mind, and just don't put any boundaries or any limits on what you're writing. Just start writing and see what comes out, and you can read it again or you can just leave it. But usually that really helps me to feel better, because sometimes we are so stuck in our own heads and we're getting so worried about certain things. And when we are writing them down, it releases a little bit of that pressure. So yeah, journaling is really powerful, either writing down 10 things that you're grateful for, or writing just down for 5 minutes all of the things that are on your mind. Another powerful tool that you can use in order to manage stress is to write a reverse to-do list. A reverse to-do list, super cool, and I didn't know this before either until I started to dive into the topic of stress management and personal development, is to write a list of all the things that you have already done. Again, so often we forget about all of the things that we have already completed, all of the things that we have already accomplished, and writing down all of the things that we have done gives us a positive feeling, and then it also gives us a little bit of structure and maybe a little bit of awareness of what needs to be done next. It gives us structure and it gives us clarity. So writing down all of the things in the reverse to-do list that you have already completed can be really powerful. Let's dive into another couple of cool, quick stress management tools and techniques. People love to cuddle and love pets or love their boyfriend or girlfriend or family members. So exchanging a hug with somebody can be a really powerful, quick stress management tool, because it releases the hormone oxytocin, and that is responsible for releasing happiness hormones. So cuddling can be a really cool way to do. Another way of how you can really get from your head into your body is to do something with your hands. For example, yesterday I had a long and busy day, And what I did when I wanted to relax a little bit was I went outside. I have two like big flower pots outside of my house, and I just started gardening for half an hour. And I completely focused on the flowers, and I cut my flowers, and I made everything nice and pretty. And so doing something with your hands can be really powerful to start worrying about all of the things that are going on, and you focus on something beautiful that is making you happy. So that can be anything from gardening, pottery, knitting, maybe painting. Some people really love to draw. Some people get these little books, these drawing books that can be really powerful to really focus your mind on something else and just relax a little bit, because sometimes we like hold on to all of these thoughts and feelings that we're having on our head, and that can be super stressful. So doing something with your hands can be a super powerful exercise to do. Another stress management tool is to take care of yourself. We talked about self-care before, and that can also look that can be a lot of different things. You can go out and exercise, and it doesn't even have to be going to the gym and lifting heavy weights or going on a cardio machine. Maybe you don't have access to that, but it could simply be to go outside for a walk and to get some fresh air. Go for a walk in nature. It always really fills my cup, and I love that. That is one thing that you can do for yourself, and to again decrease those fight or flight hormones that are in our body and improve our own well-being. It could be to get a massage. It could be to take a bubble bath. It could be to go out and get a manicure and pedicure, or to do a pedicure and manicure on your own. You don't have to go outside and spend a bunch of money on that. You can very well do that for yourself. What is really powerful as well that people like to do is to give themselves a self massage and just use a nice smelling oil and rub your skin, because our skin is our biggest hormone of our body, and it is really powerful to take care of that body part. So just giving yourself a self massage can be really soothing and relaxing. Taking a bubble bath can be really relaxing. Doing a manicure and pedicure, or asking your partner to get a foot massage could be really powerful as well. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to kind of practice self-care, and to really focus your mind on something else. And finally, another cool way of how you can manage stress is to organize yourself a little bit. So for example, write down 3 goals that you have until the end of the day that you would like to achieve. Or take 5 minutes to clean something. Sometimes we have so much clutter around us, and it kind of makes it difficult for us to focus on the task at hand, or to be really in the process of what we're doing right now. And so decluttering can be a really powerful stress management tool to help you create space around you, and with that create space in your head and mind. Decluttering, writing down 3 goals for the rest of the day, or being just okay with just taking time off and just telling yourself, today I'm just not going to do anything because I just really need time for myself, and I need to recharge. And the last thing that I want to challenge you on is I want you to go out and write a thank you note to somebody that you're feeling really grateful for. Maybe they have done something really incredible for you that has really helped you today, or over the last couple of weeks, or over the last couple of months. And practicing gratitude that way is not only a good feeling for yourself, but obviously for the person that receives it. So you can buy a beautiful thank you card, you can create your own beautiful thank you card. Again, then you are getting into your hands and you're doing something different, and that can really help you to be a little bit less stressed and ease into what is at hand. So I hope this has been really helpful for you. I hope it gave you a couple of new ideas of what you can do to manage stress. There's so many cool things out there that we haven't tried out, and it is all about testing out and trying out and getting a new experience and doing something different to your day-to-day life to get out of that routine sometimes and just do something that is fun and that is new and that is refreshing and recharging you. So good luck with that. I would love to hear what you do in order to manage stress. So leave me a comment underneath this video and I talk to you really, really soon. With gratitude, Julia.